Hello! Today let's talk about ball pythons. My name is Em if you haven't been here before, and I appreciate you stopping in to watch. So this is one of my ball pythons, Inda. She's a beautiful girl, she's a pied. Now something that I think kind of sucks is having to explain on videos that you're not an expert and that everything that you do or say may not be the way that you do it, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. However, there is one thing that some people teach about ball pythons and some people think is accurate about ball pythons that is 100% false. And that is that ball pythons don't move. I have actually had somebody, a breeder nonetheless, of ball pythons, try to tell me that if my ball python moves, that something is wrong with her. Ball pythons are animals, they're gonna move. Now, generally and during the day, ball pythons are going to be in a ball. That's what they like to do, that's what they're called, a ball python. But they are nocturnal, and at night they come out and they want to hunt and they want to explore just like any other animal in the world, right? So I think it is extremely important. I'm sweaty, so he's having a hard time moving on me, or she. Where are you going? Where are you going? Now, some people think that you can literally keep ball pythons in a 20-gallon their whole life. Now, she's gonna be a big girl. She's not quite 2. So she's going to get bigger, and she's probably a few feet long right now. I haven't measured her, but she's a big girl, and she's gonna get bigger. Now, I did put her on a diet, which just means I wasn't feeding her as often as I usually was. And she has lost a little weight, or grown into her weight rather. Ball pythons should not have rolls no matter how cute it is. Wanna come say hi up here? No. So yeah, shocking that ball pythons actually move, but they do because they're animals and that's what animals do. So, you gonna come around this way? You wanna come around this way? Okay. There we go. So I'm super excited right now. I have her in a 3-foot Exoterra, which is still not big enough for her. Now I have a 5-foot by 2-foot by 2-foot enclosure coming for her. So excited. I have another ball python who's he's a male, and he's smaller than her and he won't grow to be the size of her. However, he still needs that space. I live in Michigan, so it's cold like half the year, but right now it's super hot. So I'm sweating. It's like 90 degrees out. But when it's super nice out, I like to take my snakes outside. I like to take my tortoises and my turtles outside. And I like to give them that enrichment of being outside with all the new smells. And I even had my husband build an outdoor enclosure for my animals, an 8-foot by 8-foot, it's just 8-foot squared, so that they can all go outside, get the sun, get all the smells and the new textures. It's really important for animals. And since they're kind of cooped up in the winter just in their enclosures, which is fine, that's what most people do 24/7, it's still nice to get them out. But it's kind of a bummer to me that people just don't think you need to give animals more room than the minimum. Now, I think it's nice to have a minimum, even though some people still don't care and they don't know that and they don't go by that. But I think that bigger is definitely better. And I think if you're gonna have animals, you should give them the best that you can. And if you can't, then you shouldn't have animals, or certain ones at least. Yeah. You gonna be shy the whole time? So there's a bunch of videos obviously on ball python care and all that good stuff. So humidity was one that I found to be the hardest thing, was to keep their humidity up. but getting them out of a fish tank helped. And then the top of my Exo Terra is all mesh, so I covered all of that with plexiglass. And then, I mist it in the morning and at night, and I just have a hydrometer in there to make sure that the humidity's up and that the temperature is good. She would not eat for me at first when I got her as a baby. She absolutely refused to eat. It was really scary because I just don't want to do live feedings. But I had somebody come over, feed her live. She ate it immediately. And then she's been on frozen thawed ever since. Eats like a champ. But sometimes ball pythons can be picky. So when I first got my snake Fang, my first ball python, he was my first snake ever actually, and he ate like a champ. He still does, always has. And so when I got her and she wouldn't eat, I was kind of freaking out. But just do a live and usually that'll get them going. And I haven't had a problem with her since, unless they're shedding, of course, which then they don't want to eat. But my corn snake, even when she's in shed, she'll eat, but that's because she's a corn snake. So I've only been bit by this beautiful girl one time, and I'm not sure why. Her and Fang have both bit me once on the same day, so that was kind of interesting. I was moving them into their bins for when I'm traveling. They go to a neighbor's house, and something must have been on me, or I don't know, but they both bit me within like 2 minutes, so it was kind of interesting. But honestly, snake bites don't hurt. Mouse and hamster bites hurt worse. And my bearded dragon bit me thinking I was food and almost took my fingernail off. It's disgusting. And it's still growing out, so there's that. Anyways, just wanted to jump on quick, give a little information and explain to you that yes, ball pythons move. Yes, it's normal. Yes, it's okay. Yes, it's healthy. They should move. I guess I'll add into this that I am not a fan of rack systems for snakes or for any animal, if I'm being honest. I think it's cruel. I don't think that it's nice. Snakes are not put on this earth for you. They are not put on this earth for you to breed. They are not put on this earth for you to make money off of. That's how I feel. I'm not going to change my mind. If you want to discuss it, that's fine. However, that's not what they're here for. I would prefer that no snakes were in captivity. However, they are, and I know that I can give them a wonderful home where a lot of people unfortunately can't. Their snakes end up sick, they end up dying, they end up rehoming them, and that's why so many animals shouldn't be in captivity. But it is what it is. I can get into that more at a later date. But yeah, my disclosure is I'm not an expert on animals. Nobody is. If you say that you're an expert, I promise you you're not. The reason I say that is because there is, I mean, millions of species. Alright, well for some reason my camera holder thing just broke. So I'm going to end this video with saying that there's millions of animals in the world. Every single one of those has their own personality, and once in a while they'll give you a run for their money and be totally different than the rest of them. So you may know a lot about an animal, and that's wonderful, and it's good that you do, especially if you own one. But to think that you're an expert is probably not true. I just don't agree with that term. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah. Hope you enjoy my video. Say goodbye to Inda. Goodbye. Thank you.